Okay, what have I here? Well, what I consider is this is the kind of guitar that all the new relic guitars are based on. It has a certain amount of wear, like right there where somebody's arm has been playing it forever. This guitar, the body is from 1960 and the neck is from 1965. It has the wrong decal, of course. Somebody replaced it a long time ago. I've owned this guitar for 31 years. So I got it back when there were scads of these things around, and between $700 and $1,000 gets you a pre-CBS strat. And of course, on the back, you can tell the neck plate, that is not from 1965, it's from 1960. It came with the body. Obviously, somebody back many years before I got this guitar decided that the neck that was on it was no good. Maybe it had a back bow, maybe it got broken or something like that, and they put on the 65 neck. So there are lots of guitars like this from the 60s where parts have been exchanged because Fenders are modular guitars. They're just bolt together. 4 bolts put the neck on, whatever, 9 screws on the pick guard. There might be 9 on this one. There's like 9 to 11 screws. You can wind up with all sorts of different stuff. Pickups get changed out. Very few of these are original as they were out of the factory. There are, but a lot of the ones that didn't get modified, that are in beautiful shape, the reason why they didn't get modified or they're in beautiful shape is because they didn't get played because they sucked. They were dogs, okay? I'm not saying that every clean pre-CBS strat is a dog, but I remember back when I was looking for this one, or found this one, I played plenty that were really beautiful, that were just, you pick it up, you play it, a few notes on and go like, I can't get into this. However, something like this, you look at it and you go, somebody loved this thing. Somebody played the heck out of it. When the guy brought it to my shop in 1994 and I opened the case, I looked at it and I said, sold. I didn't even play it, but I did pick it up and I felt the neck, and the neck was absolutely perfect. These late, or actually mid-60s Fender necks, like across the board, are fairly wide feeling and they're fairly shallow, so it's a kind of a modern feeling neck. I guess Gibson would call it a 60s neck, but it's different. It's Fender, you know. Fender's gonna feel different scale length, you know, it's a longer scale. But it just feels real wide at the nut. Lots of room for your fingers, if you got fat fingers. And very playable. That's a wonderful thing about, probably from about, I'd say 1960 to about 1966. The necks, they varied, you know, they're like, I mean, I wouldn't say they're handmade, they're made in a factory, but they're made by people. And you didn't get the same person every day making necks, you know, they had shifts, they had different people, and not everybody followed the exact same template. Later, the guitars became much more uniform. In the CBS era, you can pick up a 72 Strat or you can pick up a 78 Strat, and I don't think it feels any different. Those things are made very precisely. And it's a very repeatable kind of manufacturing techniques that they used. Back in these days, not so much. They were making hundreds of them, not thousands. But guitars like this, they did make a lot of them. And now they're stupid expensive. I'm not sure why. I guess the supply ones that weren't totally screwed up. Like this one is, you know, it's not super collectible. It's not, you know, really stock or anything like that, but look at it. It's really cool. That's what I was looking for. I told a friend of mine who was working at a music store, I said, find me a beat up Sunburst Strat. Let me know where it is. I'll buy it. And This one was floating around town. The guy was trying to sell it, and none of the music stores would give him what he wanted, and he didn't want that much. And so my friend Rick said, here's his phone number. You should call him. So I called him up. He came by my shop, and I bought it from the owner. And it was messed up when I got it. Another competing music store had rewired it, put in really wrong pickups, and had done it just totally botched it. Didn't have the right pick guard on it, didn't have the right bridge anymore. A lot of stuff was changed on it. But I managed to get an original pick guard, I managed to get an original bridge, so this qualifies as a parts caster, so to speak. But many of them are, many of them are, necks have been traded, neck plates have been traded, pickups have been swapped, bridges have been swapped. There was a lot of stuff going on in the 70s that people wouldn't think about doing now, but people did then to these guitars. And so this one was pretty screwed up when I got it, and it's not screwed up anymore. It's not totally stock. It's very close. It's got the right tuners, it's got the right bridge, pick guard, knobs, all that stuff. But the main thing was I wanted it to be good. I wanted it to be something I could go out when I was gigging a lot back then, and something I could play that was reliable, that sounded good. So I got pickups from a guy named Earl Van Zandt, who has since passed away, but Van Zandt pickups are still available. And I believe this to be a blues set. They're not super hot, but it's got a little bit of grit to it. This is the neck pickup. This is the middle pickup. And this is the bridge. So middle pickup has a great Anson Thunderbird, Texas blues sound to it. All three pickups sound really good. I don't think you can go too wrong with Van Zandt pickups in lieu of getting original pickups, which are, I saw an original neck pickup on Craigslist for about 6 times what I paid for this guitar. And so, yeah, getting original pickups is crazy expensive, and in my opinion, unless you have like a $30,000 guitar that's missing one part to make it original, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and spend the $4,000 or $5,000 for that pickup. Say, yep. But something like this, I'm going to go out and play it in bars and make 40 bucks. No. And you shouldn't either, Go get some Van Zandts or Duncan Alnico 2. Those were very good too. And there's a bunch of new boutique pickup companies that I don't know about that make that kind of stuff. Like I have some Lawler pickups in one of my Telecasters, and I think they're terrific. I think they're really good. I was shocked at how good they were. So yeah, you don't have to get old original stuff to get old original tone, Okay, there you go. There's a little bit of education about 60s strats and how they get messed up by people over the ages, and then people like me who attempt to try and make them good again. Maybe not totally pristine collectible. Like I would never think about refinishing a guitar like this. That would be, of course, you wouldn't either, I don't think. But I have another one. It was a refinished one, a 63. And I have a really good guitar tech who says, let me refinish that, or let me refinish it. And it's not original finish, but it's finished from a really long time ago, and it's in about this shape. I told, nah, don't bother. Don't bother. I like it the way it is. something about a beat up Stratocaster that is, it's just a thing of beauty. So yeah, this is what the Fender Custom Shop is trying to do. And they do a pretty darn good job of it. But I don't know. I haven't seen one that quite got there, like 100%. Very, very close. Of course, I haven't played any of the like $10,000 ones that are made by like, is it John Cruz or whatever, you know, where there's an individual person in the custom shop who builds a guitar from start to finish. That's got to be something really special. Haven't played one of those. But I've played lots of other ones. I've played some Nash guitars. Nash guitars, you look from a distance like, oh my God, that's an old Strat. And you pick it up and go, no, it's a Nash. You know, it says on the back of the headstock or whatever. And they look the part, but you pick it up in your hands and, close, but I don't know. The guitar was loved for like 40, 50 years. That's kind of an irreplaceable kind of feel that doesn't, I don't know. Tom Murphy does a very good job with the Gibsons, but I don't know, haven't picked up a new Fender that felt like an old Fender. Seen the ones that kind of look like the old ones, you know, pretty good, but picking it up and playing it, totally different thing. Okay, just my 2 cents.